Here we go. Let's go, guys. How is everybody doing? And what do you think about futures already? I'm sure some of you guys have looked at it. We're going to take a look at it together, but futures are not looking good. They are not looking good. And hold on, let me just give me 1 second. But futures, what are you guys planning, right? Well, nah, let me just start by this. What did you guys buy this week? Let's just start by that. What did you guys buy this week on Friday, Thursday, any of those days? Let me know in the chat. I'm hoping some of you guys are there, but let me know in the chat, what did you guys buy this last week? Because today's topic, after we go through those, we're gonna check the futures, which is not looking good. Not looking good. I already made a post on X and it is not looking good. But what I like about it is that it might give us some opportunities to buy some more of our favorite stocks. So we're going to take a look today. We're going to see where the stock market is at and where it's going to be tomorrow. What's up, Tim? What's up? I did fix it today. I did put, oh no, you change back. No, should be good. Live chat. Let me just make sure that everything is good. Everything should be good. Yep, live chat. So everything is good right now. All messages are visible. So we won't have that problem today. Any of you guys that are joining in right now, just say hi there in the chat. I want to know who's there in the chat first. And then don't forget to hit the like button. Very, very important, guys. Very, very important. Let me see. Is Boogie. What's up, Boogie? Finanzas con estilo. What's up, Finanzas con estilo? Man, you know, futures right now are not looking good. And then we got to take a look at crude oil. We have to take a look because pretty much, you know, as you can see right here, and I'm sure you guys are up to date on this. But if you're not, hold on, give me a second. Let me just put it as a full screen right here. As a full screen real quick. But as you know, there's a war in Iran, and they pretty much Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz. I don't know how to say it in English. I don't know how to pronounce it very well, but they closed this path right here where most of the ships pass by. There's a lot of crude oil that pass by there. The ships pretty much. So, and as you can see right here, the United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations reported that at least 4 vessels were recently attacked. So yeah, this is gonna bring crude oil prices up most likely, and we're gonna take a look at it together. So these are things that are happening right now with the war and, well, geopolitical issues, you know. But let's see which opportunities are we going to have tomorrow. I would like to see that. Let's see. What's up, X? How are you, man? How are they looking? Yeah, we're gonna take a look at it right now. We're gonna take a look at it at futures. What's up, M? How's everything doing? How's everything going? I mean, I can't even talk right now. And you guys gotta let me know first, what did you guys buy this week? And then once we start looking at futures, what are you guys, like, which stock are you guys looking forward to tomorrow? You know, because futures are pretty bad. Futures are pretty bad. So we're going to take a look at 8 o'clock and see which stocks are going to be at a good price tomorrow, maybe at a good opportunity, good buying opportunity. Let's see. But don't forget, guys, to hit the like button. I also there are some news on Vanguard's ETFs. I don't know if any of you guys hold any Vanguard ETFs, but there are some news which I want to show you guys real quick. That's going to be later on. And then also, I don't know, with the market going red, with the market going red tomorrow, look at this. Warren Buffett has $373.3 billion in cash right now. That's a whole lot of cash, man. That's a lot of cash. I just need a little bit of a fraction of that. for me to build a portfolio, and I'll put it all on SCHD. Or maybe some of those cover call ETFs like GPIQ, GPIX. They look very, very interesting. But you know what it is to hold $373 billion in cash? That definitely does look really, really good. But let me know there in the chat, what did you guys buy this week and what are you guys looking forward to? Let me see how many people are there in the chat. Let me see how many people are there in the chat. And there's about 12 of you guys, only 8 likes. So don't forget to hit the like button. Very, very important. But yeah, let's see. Let's take a quick look. I'm going to refresh my Yahoo Finance, which the market futures are actually working today. So, which is great. Let me see. Finanzas con estilo. MSFT and Meta, hopefully. Good picks. Good picks. Very, very good picks. Man, I built up my Meta position already, but wouldn't mind throwing a couple more dollars in there, to be honest with you. And it's actually on my weekly challenge for the month of March. So, and keeping an eye on NVIDIA too. Ooh, nice. Good choice. I think NVIDIA was like at 170, somewhere around there, right? I think NVIDIA is a pretty good opportunity too. I haven't looked into adding NVIDIA into my portfolio, but yeah, it looks good. Trying to build up on AbbVie. Okay, Boogie. Nice. All right, let's just take a look with the people that are here in the chat. There is about 13 of you guys there in the chat. So let's just take a look at the futures. And then we're going to take a look at commodities also, because, we want to take a look at the price of the crude oil. So as you guys can see right here, the S&P down over 1% already. Wow. Over 1%. So if we take a look at the Dow is also down over 1.18%, and SCHD tracks the Dow Jones. So SCHD might be, well, it all depends. It all depends, because SCHD got some energy holdings in there. But yeah, let's see where SCHD goes. Do you guys think that we're gonna see an SCHD to $32 a share after we take a look at the crude oil? But let's see the NASDAQ is also up 1.14%. Wow. So there might be some nice tech opportunities tomorrow. Some tech stocks with opportunities tomorrow. Then the Russell 2000 with the small caps, you can see that it's also down 1.6%. Wow, this one is taking a bigger hit than the S&P and the NASDAQ and even the Dow Jones. Wow. Any small caps that you guys hold or you guys are looking to adding into your portfolio? Let me know there in the chat. But wow, it is red everywhere. But if you see, let's take a look at gold real quick. Gold is actually up 2.5%. Wow, pretty surprised about that. But look at this. It's been up 3.3% in the last 5 days. In the last month, it's up 14%. Wow. Even after this dip right here in February, pretty much, you can see that it had a nice dip, but it recovered already. It's already higher than where it was in January. Let me see. Trying to increase my S&P SPYM. So I'll take all types of dips now. Yeah, now it's a good time. Now it looks like it's gonna be a good time to build up any S&P. It looks like over 1% in share price. So I would love to see negative 3%. Wow, that's definitely bearish right there, but I wouldn't mind if it was negative 3%. But as of right now, negative 1%. And remember that the war is gonna most likely continue. I saw on X that it might take another 3 to 4 weeks. So, yeah. If it takes that long, you might see the Dow Jones and the S&P and the NASDAQ going down even lower in the upcoming week. So we got to take a look. I also want to take a look at the crypto, though. Crypto. So let's take a quick look at silver real quick. Let me see. Can you take a look at silver per Tim? Yeah, so silver is up 2.13% once again. Let me see if he recovered from yeah, he pretty much recovered from the dip in early. Let me just do the last 6 months. Not fully. Hasn't recovered fully actually. It's at $95 right now. He reached 100 in, I think it was 115, somewhere around there. Let me see if I can see it right here, but no, it only gives the days range. But you can see that silver is already up and it's recovering from the all-time highs pretty much. So that's looking good. I haven't looked at my portfolio for at least a week. Need $300 VTI. Wow. Nice, X. That's actually good. Not to look at your portfolio every day is much less stressful, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how day traders do this. Looking at the stock market, you know, all these news, how the stock market reacts with geopolitical news is crazy. It's crazy because nothing has changed in any of these companies, like Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, Palantir. That's one I want to take a look at because Palantir is being used right now over in this whole geopolitical issue. So Palantir is definitely a big one. Which one of you guys have Palantir or are looking into Palantir, into adding Palantir in your portfolio? I think that's going to be a big one. But let's take a quick look at crude oil, and you can see it's actually up 6.9%. So $71, right? A barrel, it looks like. So it went up as high as almost $73. Wow. Yeah, you can see that in the last 5 days, it's up 8%. Any of you guys that hold Chevron, ExxonMobil, Occidental, you guys will probably see some nice green tomorrow, to be honest. You guys will see some nice green. And the last 6 months is up 9.2%. Wow, in price. I think I filled up my truck. I think it was yesterday. I should have put a little bit more today. Any of you guys looking forward to those the prices at the gas station? That's just gonna be insane. That's just gonna be insane. In the year to date, look at this, 23.6% the crude oil. That is just crazy. Let's see the copper. Copper is something that not many people look into, but you can see that in the last couple of days, it's also up 5%. In the last 6 months, 32.6%. This is a sleeper right here. I don't see and I don't hear many people talk about copper, to be honest with you. So, yeah, natural gas. Let's see where it's going. And it is down pretty much. Yeah, it's down. It's up 1.2% in the pre-market open. So let's see where it goes. Now let's take a quick look at crypto. I want to take a look at crypto and see where's Bitcoin. Where is Bitcoin? So Bitcoin is 66,000 right now. And hold on, this is not refresh. I don't think this is refresh. This, let me see, 7:37 p.m. Yep, no, it's good. It's good. Share price is good. So it's 66,100. I thought it would recover a little bit more, but let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. It is still down though a lot, 40.5%. I would like to have some more cash to build up my IBIT position a little bit more in Bitcoin. I'm at 26 shares right now, but I wouldn't mind picking up another couple shares to build it up to 30 shares. And then that's pretty much it. But that's Bitcoin. Let's see XRP. I think some of you guys follow XRPs at $1.36. So it's down 0.98%. I almost said 98%. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is pretty much flat. It's down only 0.32%, so not much right here, but it's almost at 2,000 once again in Ethereum. Let me see Solana. Solana is also pretty flat. It's 0.33%, so down not so much in price. Wow. But the S&P is still going down. It's going down even more. You can see it's going down even more in share price. Wow. Down now 1.1%. The Dow 1.19% already. Oh, geez. It is really going down. Look at the NASDAQ. It's down 1.10%. So, yeah, it's still going down. Still going down in price. Is it 8 o'clock yet? Let me see. It's not 8 o'clock yet, so I can't take a look at single stocks yet. But one that I want to take a look at is going to be Palantir. Palantir, I want to take a look at it. I want to take a look at Palantir in the after hours. Nvidia has been down, has been down as of lately. You can see, which is one that Finanzas con Estilo is keeping an eye on. But it's down 6% in the last month. In the last 6 months, is down 2.43%. And in the year to date, it's down 4.99%. And it had good earnings. Nvidia had good earnings. So, that is one definitely to keep an eye on. Let me see. We just make sure that everything is good here in the chat. All right. We are good. Yep. We are good. All right. Let me see the bit rate. It is a little bit lower than the recommended bit rate. Am I lagging? I'm hoping I'm not lagging. But yeah, with these geopolitical news, and something else that I wanted to read real quick, which is what is going on right now with the war. Pretty much, hold on, let me pop it up in the whole screen. Some of the Trump outlined the several primary goals for the joint U.S.-Israeli operation: nuclear neutralization, permanently preventing Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons, and military destruction, annihilating the Iranian Navy and raising its ballistic missile industry that cannot reach the U.S. pretty much or any other countries. Regional stability, eliminating the threat posed by Iranian-backed proxy groups to U.S. forces and allies. Wow. This is just crazy what is going on right now. And then it happened over the weekend. That's what is crazy about it. It just happened over the weekend. But yeah, and then something else that I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you guys saw my video for the portfolio update earlier, but I was talking about bank stocks pretty much. And I am pretty much glad that I sold my Bank of America position, to be honest with you. Hold on, did I talk about that on earlier's video? Or was it on DCA Friday's video? I forgot when it was, but yeah. And then we're gonna go through Vanguard's news real quick, but let me see. James, what's going on, James? Little dip and then rip market will be fine in a week or two. Yeah, that's true. We just gotta keep an eye on any stocks that you wanna add that might give an opportunity, because no fundamentals are changing right now, in many of these companies. Honestly, I'm keeping an eye on a couple of stocks, a couple of companies. But you can see Amazon is still at a 25 forward PE. I bought more this week. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I definitely bought more Amazon. Meta is still at a 21.1 forward PE. So this one is looking very, very attractive still. So if it takes another dip, I don't know, it's one that would be good to maybe add some more, in my portfolio. I'll start just adding fractional shares to it. Visa is still at a 24.4 PE. So this one I added more. I wish I would have had added when it was in the lower 300s. It was like around $306. I bought some, but I didn't buy enough, to be honest with you. Netflix has been recovering. It's now at a 38 PE ratio. So it's a little bit pricey. I'm not buying in the 96 dollar range, but it definitely recovered very, very well. Let me open up Google real quick so I can show you guys how Netflix recovered in the past couple of days. Let me just look into Netflix real quick right here. And if you guys see Netflix, it was on $96 in the past couple of days. You can see that it was up 27.3%. So I don't know if any of you guys loaded up right here in the 70s. I didn't because I didn't have any cash. I was pretty much focused on Amazon. But man, I wish I had more money where I would have loaded up in Netflix right here in the 70s. And I would have been up already 27%. So I don't know if any of you guys took advantage of this dip right here. But I definitely wish I would have. I definitely wish I would have taken more advantage of that dip right there. James, WSG, that's the one that you're looking at? But yeah, let me know there in the comment section, if any of you guys took advantage of that dip. What is this? Oh no. Not sure. But Netflix, yeah, Netflix. Let me see. James, I loaded Visa, staying away from Amazon myself. Have some that I have been holding, but not adding anymore. Okay, so if you have a good position in Amazon, that's definitely great right there. But yeah, Visa, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on Visa. It looks I'm trying to load up on it too. Netflix is going back to 125 plus. That will be a blessing. That will be a blessing. I honestly wanted to have at least 15 shares on my position. But I'm also okay with 12 shares of Netflix. I'm also okay at that 12 shares. Netflix jumped after they dropped the Warner Brothers sale. Yeah. And they are getting $2.8 billion in cash. So, which is great. It's going to bring the free cash flow yield to like 3.39% this year with the forecast. I posted it on X. So $2.8 billion just given to Netflix. That definitely sounds good. That definitely sounds good. That's like if you're buying a house and you're going against somebody and then you make an offer, and you're like, okay, I'll give you the house. I'll let you deal with that other person. But if we break our deal, I pretty much get $100,000, and then that person does offer more and that person goes ahead and be like, okay, I'll give you the $100,000 to break the deal with this other person. Sounds good. Free money always sounds good, and hopefully Netflix uses maybe that for, I wouldn't mind if they use it for the business, to continue to invest in the business, in new movies and all that. But I wouldn't mind if they use it to buy back shares. That would be great if Netflix uses that $2.8 billion to buy back shares. That would be great. Tim, when you showed your monthly income for Maine, that didn't include the special quarterly dividend, did it? No. I don't calculate the special dividend on Main Street Capital. The way I have it in my spreadsheet, I only have the regular dividend, not the supplemental dividend. So I should try to add it, but that's not always guaranteed, even though they have been doing it for the last, and I said it earlier, it's just many, many quarters that they have paid that supplemental dividend. We're going to take a look at my portfolio spreadsheet too in a second. But let me see. It's 7:55. We still got a couple more minutes until we start looking at some stocks in the pre-market hours. They were at 125 when they announced the deal. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So it's probably going to go back there. I don't mind. The gains right now will go above that. Yeah, I think so. Long term, definitely. Long term, definitely. I wish I would have built up my position even more, but that's all the cash that I had. No, that means what's good. Oh, okay, okay, okay. What's good? What's up, James? What's up, James? Um, Heck, 2 1/3 will be taxed. Okay. So actual take home be around 1 billion. All lawyer fees up to this point will come out of that. Wow, that's a whole lot in fees and taxes. That's a lot. If they only take $1 billion, but it's still $1 billion that that Paramount is gonna give them. So not bad. And I think Netflix is okay. I invested in Netflix not for the deal. I invested in Netflix because I believe that long term they will grow. They will continue their Their organic growth is gonna continue to happen. They're gonna continue to grow organically. That's what I mean. Um, they're. I really like the how they continue to create more and more shows, more and more content. They're also doing now the sports events and all that. I think Mayweather is gonna be fighting soon, something like that with Pacquiao, so they'll make some millions of dollars. I'm just hoping Netflix doesn't overpay though, because both are older already. They're a little bit washed up, so I think Mayweather will beat me up for that. But yeah, I think they're older already, so I don't know. Um, but yeah, Meta was my buy, and it has been around the share price where it's at right now in the 630s, 640s. Yeah, 630s once again. So it's down 8.2% in the last month in Meta. I want to take a look at the after hours to see where it's at. Let me show you real quick my portfolio. I gotta make a video on oh, this is what you were asking about, right? Tim. So right here in my Main Street Capital, my yield on cost is 7.83%. This is not including the supplemental dividend. So I have it as the way I calculate it. Yeah, is the 26 cents. That's all I have, which is the regular dividend. With the supplemental dividend, my yield on cost is much higher, pretty much, because I think they're gonna pay like 30 cents per share, something like that. So looking good, it's looking good. And are you ready? This is gonna be higher by tomorrow. I think I'm gonna cross the $900 tomorrow in estimated yearly dividends, because I also just transferred the YouTube paycheck. So I'm gonna be buying some more tomorrow. And I'm sure you guys know already what I'm gonna be buying. But I'm gonna be buying more tomorrow with the YouTube paycheck, with the weekly challenge winner. I gotta see which one is gonna win. I'm gonna show you the pool in a minute, so you guys can see which one is winning so far. And then I also have the credit card points coming up, and I used it for the trip, and I used it for a couple things during the month of February. I've almost lost my train of thought. But for the month of February, so I have a couple of dollars that I'm gonna be making purchases with this week, pretty much. But let me see. Hold on, I think it's right here. Yeah, let me refresh it real quick to see if the new picks. But if you guys didn't vote, go ahead and vote. Don't forget to vote right after the stream. There's 59 votes, and you can see that SCHD have 36% of the votes. Main Street Capital, 27% of the votes. And Meta Platforms, I thought Meta would be at least second in here. I thought Meta was going to be like head to head with SCHD, to be honest with you. Let me just zoom it in a little bit more. But yeah, one more. Let me just zoom it in one more. So you guys can see it right here. But yeah, and the Meta has 25% of the votes. I bet I keep on putting it, but you know, and people vote for it. 12% of the votes though. So let's see. But SCHD right now is at the head. So if SCHD wins tomorrow, I'm gonna be adding another share tomorrow of SCHD. The special dividend makes main look even better. Yeah, that's why. I don't know if you saw my video earlier, Tim, but I was talking about it a little bit because Netflix, Main Street Capital, as you know, is a financial company, right? So what you want to take a look at is the price to book ratio, which is a metric that I just put right here real quick, so I can keep an eye on it. But it is still at a 1.7 price to book ratio. So it's still a little bit pricey. It does always trade at a premium because usually, like in the last 5 years, it has been around 1.7. You know, it has been becoming pretty pricey in Main Street Capital. So, but back in 2022, 2023, I'll show you the chart in stock analysis, but it was like at around 120, 130 price to book. Usually it's better for financial companies to be at a 1 price to book ratio, but I think I'm gonna just start paying a little bit of a premium on it and start growing my position in Main Street Capital. I would love to grow that monthly income, to be honest with you, with Main Street Capital. SoFi is another one that I'm keeping an eye on because a lot of people like SoFi. A lot of people. It's still pretty pricey at a 2.1 price to book ratio, but it has been growing. You know, their fundamentals have been accelerating in SoFi. So this might not be pricey in the next, you know, the share price might not be pricey if they continue to grow in the upcoming years, you know. So let me see. Disappointing from X. Disappointing that Sony stock didn't tank after Blue Point Game Studio shut down. Terrible management. Entertainment is in such a bad place. Ooh. Wow. I never followed Sony stock, even though I like their products though. I like the PlayStation. I got a PlayStation 5. So yeah. But yeah, but SoFi is pretty pricey, but it is one of those newer companies that is growing a little fast. So I'm just gonna try to keep an eye on it. You know, has a pretty low share price, so maybe one that if I like the business model and I see where it goes, I could throw a couple $100, buy nice amount of shares, you know, and it. I don't know, maybe for the future. What's up, unboxing? How are you, man? But yeah, what was the other thing I wanted to show you guys? Other than the don't forget to pick right here. Don't forget to hit the like button too when you guys join. But let me show you my portfolio real quick. This is the dividend portfolio hit $30,000. You know, $30,000. So that's like all-time highs right now. So $30,000. I got $4,700 in gains, but I think this is gonna be much lower tomorrow after the market opens. Pretty much. So but my SCHD looking good right now. 379 shares, up 19%. Let me see. It's 8 o'clock already. Let me see if I can look at some of the oh, look at it, the overnight already. Nvidia, it is down 1% and going down, it looks like. Yeah, 1.02%. So Nvidia is looking like it's gonna give a little bit more of an opportunity. Let me take a look at Palantir. That's the one that I really wanted to take a look at. Palantir is up 5%. I knew Palantir will be bullish tomorrow. Look at this. 5.29%, 5.24%. Wow. Market is bullish on Palantir. I knew it. I knew. You know, I gotta take a screenshot and post it on X because You know, I knew Palantir will go up in share price, you know, especially after this weekend. It's still down 17% in the last month. In the last 6 months, it's down 12.4%. But, oof, man, in the last year, it's still up 61%. But look at this, already up 5%. How far do you guys think Palantir is going to be? You know, I think it's going to be more of like a 8%, somewhere around there. Tomorrow. I think that's where it's gonna open tomorrow. 8% upside. Palantir will rip. Yeah, I agree, James. I agree. Look at this. I don't know. Is there gonna be a lot of FOMO? PE ratios at 217, but it's still, you know, yeah. Still, it's a company that is just yeah, it's growing. It's like accelerating very well. Kato's, let me see, KTOS. Let me take a look at the after hours. Kratos, wow, up 10%, 11% already. Look at this. James, did you add this one before? Before the war? You know, did you get some inciting news? Man, it's up 11%. I wonder where Lockheed Martin is going to be. Let me see. Melissa, my portfolio just crossed over 15K this week. Nice. Awesome, Melissa. That's awesome. I'm sure we'll be back under for a little bit starting tomorrow. There might be some buying opportunities, Melissa. I wouldn't try to like sell anything. You know, just remember that no fundamentals are being disruptive right now. You know, companies are still good. Just, you know, patience. You know, don't panic. No panic selling tomorrow. There might be some buying opportunities. You know, it's like looking right now, going to Costco, and there was a couple shirts and a couple pants that you liked a couple days ago, but they were at $20 each. And then now tomorrow's they're gonna be like at $12 each. So that's how you really gotta take a look at or take a look at the market. You know, not financial advice, guys. Always do your research on your favorite stocks, of course. But that's how I look at it. That's how I look at the stock market. You know, especially with the companies that I really, really like. From X, yes, some opportunities in some stocks. And then there are some stocks that are ripping right now. So Kratos defense also ripping right now. From 86 to 96 will hit over 110 today. You think that's going to be what, like 20% pretty much upside? Wow. I got in at $7. No way. What? Wow. You got in you got in a while ago. Many years ago. Jeez. Wow. Wow, James. Nice. Great gains there. Great gains. RTX from 200 to 220. Let's take a look at that one too. I'm going to take a look at Meta. Let's see. Ooh, up almost 10% also. RTX Corporation. Wow. Any of you guys hold any of these companies right here? You guys are going to be, your portfolios are going to be looking great tomorrow. Let me see. Still up 26.7% in the last 6 months, RTX, but now up another 10%. So that was going to add up even more. So up 36% in the last 6 months, pretty much. Yeah, in the last year, it's up 55.2%. Wow. Anybody that added this a year ago is definitely celebrating right now. But yeah, let's take a look. Did we take a look at Meta? I don't think we did. Let me see. Meta is down 1.6%. It's down in the $630 once again. So any of you guys that are planning on buying Meta tomorrow, if I had the cash, I'll probably buy a little bit more of Meta. It's down 3.6% in the last month, but yeah. Right now, 637. So down 1.6%, not much. Now let's take a look at what else? Visa. Let's take a look at Visa. Visa is back down 1.3%. So at $315. So this one is one that I like. I like Visa a lot. So let's see where it goes tomorrow. But man, I wish I had more cash. I wish I had more cash. What's another one? Let me take a look at Main Street Capital. Let me see where it is. In the overnight, it's pretty flat. So that one is not going to get disrupted or nothing. What's another one? I think we took a look at Nvidia, Palantir. Let me take a look at Microsoft, MSFT. Let's take a quick look at Microsoft, and he's down only 0.25%, not much in Microsoft. So yeah, not much right there. Let me see CRM, Salesforce. Let's take a look, and Salesforce is down 2% pretty much. Wow, these companies, these SaaS companies have been selling off. Salesforce, ServiceNow, also another one. Let's take a look at ServiceNow. It's down another 2.1%. In the last 6 months, it's down 39%. So yeah, gonna continue to be on the downside in ServiceNow. Wow. Wow. Let me see. Look at AXP. Oh, American Express, yeah. Down wow, it was down 7.8%. Yeah, 8% on Friday before the Iran conflict happened. Now it's down another 1.2%. Tim, are you looking into adding this one, or do you have this position? Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty right now with credit card companies pretty much. But yeah, what was another one I wanted to take a look at? Microsoft ServiceNow. Let me see ServiceNow. It is 2%. No, I think we took a look at this one. Yeah. And then let me see this one, which is another one, Zeta Global Holdings, which is another one that is very, very popular on X. I see a lot of posts on this one on X. It's also down 2.5% in the overnight. As you guys can see right here, it was down 6.1%. So yeah, it's down 14.9% in the last 6 months. In the last 5 years, it's still up 88% though. In Zeta Holdings. I like AXP, but don't own any. I like following it. Dividend CAGR is pretty crazy. Yeah. I think we took a look at that before. The dividend CAGR on AXP in the past couple of years. Dividend growth 17%. That's great right there. But you can see that they always have double-digit dividend growth percentage year over year, pretty much. Look at this. In 2023, about 15%. In 2024, 16%. And then in 2025, 17%. So yeah, great dividend growth from AXP. And you can see that the payout ratio is only 21.3%. So they don't even use that much of their cash to pay their dividend. So that one is looking really, really good. What is another one I wanted to take a look at? I looked at Microsoft. I looked at CRM. What else? What else do we want to take a look at? Let me see any of my holdings. Google. Let me take a look at Google. Google is down 1.6% in the overnight hours. I needed to go down some more so I can add some more Google. My position is too small right now. Sam, can you look at... Oh, LMT. Yes, yes. I did mention it earlier and I didn't take a look at it. Wow, LMT, Lockheed Martin up 11.6% in the overnight hours. 11.6%. Wow. I'm sure a lot of people from Congress own this one. I'll tell you that. I tell you that. A lot of people in the government definitely holding this one. And they probably bought it maybe, not long ago. Oh man, look at this. In the last year, it's up 47%. In the last 5 years, it's up almost 100%. But you can see the upside right here in the past 2 months. Great upside from Lockheed Martin. So another 11.3%. So it looks like Lockheed Martin. What was the other one that you mentioned? James, KTOS, which is Kratos, and then Palantir. All three are looking great right now. They're all in the green. So that looks really, really good. What's the PE on LMT? So the PE ratio was at 30.5. Right now, another 11% up. Probably going to be like around 31, 32 PE. You can see. Let me see if stock analysis have their forward PE. Let me see in the forecast. Yeah. So their forward PE 21 based on their forecast for this year. So looks pretty attractive. Well, it was looking attractive. Now it's up another 11%. So it might not be so attractive anymore. But great gains right there. Any of you guys that hold LMT, definitely congrats on those gains in the after hours. But yeah, you can see PE ratio was at 30 and forward PE at 22. So yeah. Still goes up though. Look at this. Almost 100% in the last 5 years. But he was looking great right here in the 420s in July. And even in November, it was at 450. So Lockheed Martin looking really, really good. Looking good right now. What's another stock? Let me see. Recently viewed. Top gainers, top losers. Let me take a look at Netflix. Ooh, Netflix is down 2.5% is down. But, I'm okay. I'm okay with this. If it goes back down under 70 and I have some cash, I'm going to be buying. I mean, under $80 a share. I will buy some more Netflix, to be honest. If it goes back down. I don't think it will. I think this is just, with the market going down. Let me see. Actually, it's recovering. Look at this already. The S&P is no longer down over 1%. It's now down only 0.71%. So, I don't know. This might be like a reverse Uno card. Start in the red and then somehow we finish in the green tomorrow. Which one of you guys think that we are going to end up in the green tomorrow? That this is going to be, a pre-market, overnight hours, drama, panic, and then we're just going to be in the green tomorrow. That would be crazy, though, if we do end up in the green tomorrow. Let me see. NASDAQ is also, look at this. It's already recovering 0.66%. Wow. It's already, futures are already recovering. So I don't know. Don't trust this too much. Don't panic. No panic selling. No, don't panic. Let's just wait until tomorrow. And we see if there's any opportunities, we'll be good to buy. If there are no opportunities, I'm not rushing. I'm just waiting. I like the long-term mindset. Buying, holding, let the fundamentals accelerate like they always do in some great in great companies, or not always, but but if you choose the right company, there's a higher chance that it will continue to grow in the long term. So that's why it's very, very important to do your research. But I don't know. It looks like there's gonna be a Uno reverse card already right here. Let me see. There was another one of my holdings that I wanted to take a look at. Oil stocks. Yes. Very good, Sam. Very good, Sam. Let's take a look at Exxon. Let me see. ExxonMobil. Yeah, up 5% already. Yep, kind of figured that. Figure that. Already 5%. In the last 6 months, is up 35.2%. It's gonna be up 40%, tomorrow, pretty much. ExxonMobil. Then let's take a look at Chevron real quick. This one benefits, I think Chevron operates in Venezuela, so this one should get benefited a lot. It's up 5.5%. I kind of figured this one would be higher than Exxon. But you can see in the last 6 months, it's up 17% in the last 6 months. This is going to be up a little bit more. But Exxon is performing better, much better actually, than Chevron. Then let's take a look at Oxy. Oops. Take a look at Oxy, which is Occidental Petroleum. And it's up 6.8%. Wow. And this one, about a year ago, I wanted to do some swing trading on this one. And I never did. I don't know why I never did. But look at this. It's recovering. It's in the $56 right now. 6.4%. Wow. Any other ones, Sam, that you would like to look at? Those are the three that I know. There might be some more. Just give me the ticker symbol. Melissa, the market will recover shortly. Just gotta be dramatic first. Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be like a movie tomorrow. Very dramatic. A lot of, suspense at the beginning of the market and panicking and all that, But that's why it's very, very important that you contain yourself, hold your emotions, just go take a walk. Don't even look at the phone, unless you're looking for opportunities and you know what you're looking for, Let me see. I may sell my XOM and CVX tomorrow from bringer of dividends. Wow. Bold move right there. But taking gains is always good, taking gains. Nothing wrong with taking some profit, Nothing wrong with taking some profit on those. Were you planning on holding them long term, bringer of dividends, or were you really gonna move on from them in the short in the short term? Just let me know there in the chat. All right. Is Shell publicly traded? Not sure. Not sure. We can take a look in Google in a second. Let me see Shell. Let me see if it pops out right here. Is it this one? Is it this one, Shell? Let me see. Oh yeah, it is. This is it. $83. So it's up 3.3% in the after hours, in the overnight hours. Yeah. Wow, in the last month it's up 14%. In the last year it's up 23.9%. So yeah, so Shell is publicly traded, Tim. I didn't even know this one. I never really put gas in there. I don't think I ever did. Yeah. I usually put gas like a Costco, Wawa, maybe sometimes a Quick Check. For Shell, I never really put gas there. How about Sun from Melissa? Let me see, SUN real quick. And guys, if you guys are joining in just now, don't forget to hit the like button. Very, very important, to support the stream. Real quick, that's all it takes, and it's for free. It's not even, I'm not even charging for the like. Let me see. Sun Sunoko. Oh yeah, this is another one, another gas station. It's pretty flat. Not even up by that much, Melissa. Let me see. It's still up in the last 6 months, 23%. So, wow. You bought 6 months ago. You will already be up 23% though. Hey, what's up, KC? Hey guys, slept in today. It's a holiday. Oh, nice. Nice. Hope you're having fun in the holiday. But yeah, you missed a couple things, a couple topics, but we could go back to some of them. But we're looking at the after hours, which is started very, very bloody, but it looks like the market hit us with a reverse Uno card, and it is recovering as of lately. But there might still be some opportunities. Look at this. I don't know. Do you guys think that the market is going to be actually in the green tomorrow? Because it's looking like it. It's looking like it's going to recover. It started pretty bad, over 1%, down over 1% in the futures. And then now it's already down only negative 0.57%. So yeah, locking in the win. Yeah, that sounds good. Taking profit is always, it's always a positive. I don't, that sounds good. Long term, but can rebuy when it come back down. Yeah. Those stocks are usually a little bit cyclical, right? Usually you say Exxon, right? Let me open up the last 5 years. Last 5 years is still up 180%. Look at this. In the 9,500% if you bought in the 1980s and held that until now. But yeah, you might see a dip in the future, but look at this. Wow. Yeah, locking in wings is always good. The Thrill. What's up? What's up, Thrill? How's everything? Any stocks that you want to look into? UKC, bringer of dividends, because yeah, market might give some opportunities. Palantir is just crazy, and I knew he was gonna go up in share price. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this one, but actually it has come down a little bit. It's now 3.8%, but it was up a little bit higher the overnight. Let me see the crude oil real quick to see where it's going. Hold on, let me see Bitcoin real quick. No, it's still the 66,000. Let me see. Crude oil is actually, it's actually calming down. It's going down a little bit. It was up a lot. It was up a lot. So you can see $70 right now. So yeah, we looked at, and no, we haven't looked at SCHD. We haven't looked at SCHD. SCHD has energy in it. So, it crossed the $32. It actually crossed the $32 up almost 1%. So that's pretty much an all-time high. That's an all-time high right there. $32 in the overnight. Wow. I knew, because SCHD has a lot of energy. Has a lot of energy in their holdings. You can see energy is 19.1%, but you also have some other ones like industrials. Between energy and industrials, that's what, 30% of the portfolio. So you can see Lockheed Martin in the green, Chevron in the green. Let me see what else was there. We should take a look at Coca-Cola and some of those too. Let me see. What was the other one? Valero is probably one that is in the green also, most likely. Let me see. This is in the top holdings. You got the Hershey Company. I thought they had Exxon, no? I thought SCHD had Exxon. But you can see, that the top two holdings is Lockheed Martin and Chevron. So yeah, and those two stocks are up. So yeah, they're gonna drive the share price up. Let me see that VOO Valero. Valero Energy. Yeah, it's up 3.6%. So this is another one that is helping it go up, to be on the upside. But yeah, not bad, but I need to make my purchases this week on SCHD, especially it's winning the pool. It's winning the pool right now, so I'm gonna have to buy at $32. Yeah, it has 37% of the votes. There's 62 votes right now. Main Street Capital got 27 and Meta 24. So Meta is still behind. ConocoPhillips. Oh yeah, it is. It is. ConocoPhillips is another oil stock. Yeah. Where was it? Where was it? Where is it? Oh yes, the third one, the third holding. Yep. COP. Let me take a look at that one. I was taking a look at it too fast. But yeah, look at this one. ConocoPhillips is also up 7.5% in the over 9 hours. So yeah, this is driving pretty much the energy sector is driving, and industrial is driving the share price of SCHD to go to all-time highs in the after hours, in the overnight hours. Sorry. Let me see. SCHD holds Ford stock. I'm really surprised by that. Didn't know Ford paid a dividend. Yeah, Ford pays a dividend. Let's let me see. Dividend yield is 4.26%. You can see they pay 15 cents per share per quarter, right? Yeah. I wouldn't add it to my portfolio, to be honest with you. I think this one is gonna get cut, to be honest. I think this one is gonna get cut from the portfolio. But let's see. Let's see. We Tim's 3 shares of SCHD getting some work done today. Yeah. Might sell to capture the games. LOL. The 3 shares, Tim. Oh man. Yeah, for the weekly challenge, not the weekly challenge, sorry. For the weekly challenge, look at my SCHD buys. I bought 8 shares so far for the weekly challenge of this year on SCHD. So, and all of them are in the green. I got $3.83 of gains in this one that I bought in January. So I'm up 13% in that share that I bought thanks to the weekly challenge, though. Thanks to the weekly challenge for sure. Let me see. The SCHD spreadsheet is right here. I gotta make a video. I haven't made a video yet. I really gotta make a video. I just haven't. I really haven't had time. It's not that I'm procrastinating. It's just I really haven't had time. That's pretty much it. But I really haven't had time to update this. Brandon was the one that just gave me the latest update, which is at 225 shares, 45% of the way to the goal, which it was 500 shares. So yeah, and Brainchild, I don't think Brainchild is there in the chat. But yeah, Alex has been pretty aggressive. Started with 9 shares in January, already up to 33 shares. So Alex is definitely very aggressive. I had to bring Alex up to the top because I had to look for Alex's name down below. Let me see. Boogie update for SCHD shares 1,009. Let me look at you. You're up here. Oh wow, you crossed the 1,000 shares. Nice, awesome. That's awesome. Great job right there, Boogie. Great job. Estimated March dividend is going to be $228. Wow. Let's see how much SCHD is going to pay. Last year, SCHD paid 24 cents, 0.2488 cents. I think this year is going to be 25 cents, a little bit over 25 cents. I think it's going to be for this year, which I hope it does. That would be great. I am at 300. I think I'm at 379 already. Yeah. 379 shares. Let me update it real quick. But yeah, I should be getting around $91. Hopefully they do pay a little bit more though, so I can get $100 in a single quarter. That would be great. Once again. And it's gonna drip. I have the drip on. So yeah. Let me see. Anders is not there in the chat. Anders probably working right now. M is at 696 shares. KC at 380. Let me see. Boogie at 1009. Mario. I haven't seen Mario in a while. 440. Mario was always very active there in the chat. Sam, 823 shares. Isra, 141. The Thrill, 2,445 shares. Nice. All I know is if KO keep running, I might have to sell and then buy back. It's not, yeah. Yeah, my position in Coca-Cola right now, and I have very little. I only have 8 shares. I'm up 38%. It's over $81 right now. So yeah. Wouldn't mind taking some gains either. James, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one, James, to be honest. It's just right now, this is something also, I don't know, I'm changing a little bit on the way I'm investing. I don't know if it's because my portfolio is much larger now. Did this ever happen to you guys? I know some of you guys have like much larger portfolios than I do. Did this happen as you guys kept on growing your portfolios? Like, do you feel like you needed to rebalance your portfolio in a way and just look at things differently, especially with the stocks that I have much less money than I had invested in the other stocks? Like, for example, in Meta Platforms, already I have $2,500 invested in it. So Johnson & Johnson, I have 60% gains. So I got $1,600 invested. I'm up already $971 in unrealized gains in Johnson & Johnson. I don't know. Your mentality changes as your portfolio grows in total value. Anders working on his stand. James and Anders. I miss Anders. I actually miss Anders. And Jeremy also. Jeremy's not here. Probably they're both probably busy. Everybody got a life. So I know some of you guys will make it sometimes, will not be able to make it sometimes, but that's why I do live streams. And I kind of want to do more often live streams. So let me see. I really want to continue working on my schedule to see if I could do more live streams, to be honest with you. I enjoy doing the live streams. On the regular videos, I am getting a little bit better with editing and stuff like that and making them. I'm not there yet where I want to be, but I'm still working on it. But I like doing the live streams. I really do. I enjoy them. Hey, what's up, Danny? Dímelo. Looking forward to tomorrow's market. Yeah, we were taking a look at it right just now. We saw that markets were in the red, bright red, and then somehow they're recovering. So we're gonna take a look at it in a few more minutes once again to see if the markets just did the reverse Uno card. It was like, hold on. We're not gonna be red tomorrow. We're gonna actually be in the green tomorrow. But I'm still gonna look at some opportunities, honestly. KC, the plan this month check is to buy 22 SPYI. Nice. That will pay me about $182 a month with my 4 monthly payers. Wow, that's great, KC. $180 a month from your dividends. I'm kind of getting jealous, man, of you guys, investing in some of those cover call ETFs and getting some of that nice larger dividend. I'm getting kind of jealous. But that's awesome. That's great, Casey. That's a nice purchase. Packs a punch right away. Yeah, I agree, Tim. But yeah, if I continue right here, Realty Income, I already have $1,900 invested in it. I'm up $400 in unrealized gains. I need to turn on the drip, I think, on Main Street Capital and Realty Income. Tim told me that a while ago, so I think I should honestly listen to Tim. Honestly, I really should. Procter & Gamble, 13.6 shares, 13.6%, sorry, 13 shares. So I got almost $2,000 invested. S&P 500, I don't know, really been considering moving on from that and putting all of that into SCHD or a new position. That would give me some very nice income. Very nice income. My yield on cost is only 1%, 1.3%. So to double up my income, that would be great. Danny, looking to buy more SoFi as stays under $20. Nice, nice. I added SoFi to my PE ratio sheet, which is this one right here. And you can see that I actually was talking about it, Danny, before. $17 right now in the after hours is actually lower. So the price to book ratio at $17 was at 2.1, which is still pretty pricey, but SoFi is still a growing company. So if it continues to accelerate their fundamentals, then this might become cheaper quicker, like much faster. So if you see the forward PE is at 29 with the forecast on it. And I think, let me see SoFi right now in the after hours, in the overnight hours. It's down 2.87%. So there might be an opportunity, Danny, to add a little bit more at a cheaper price in SoFi. I got to look into this one a little bit more. Get familiar with it. I see it very, very popular on X also. So it's kind of like making me want to look into it a little bit more. What's up, Jeff? I hope everyone had a nice weekend. Added another 67 more shares of SCHD last week. Thinking I might adjust my SCHD goal to 2,000 shares. Take a look at Jeff. Wow, so 1123 you were at the last time. Let me know what 67 plus 23 are. I'm thinking about calculating it, but I don't know. Let me know there. Your new total, though. Your new total. Yes, I agree with Tim. Drip, main, and O. Watch your video saying you haven't bought main and O in a while. Yeah, I haven't bought neither one in a while, man. I gotta, yeah, even though those dividends, I have been using them for like, what is it? I've been using them for like Visa. I use some. So I kind of like, honestly, redirecting the dividends, KC. But I also would like to grow those two positions to grow my dividend income, my monthly income. So yeah, I think I might do it. I think I might end up doing it, honestly. Just drip it, in those two positions. Because if we take a look, let's take a look at Main Street Capital. I think I said earlier, I was going to take a look at it. I was going to show you guys. And let me see the financials real quick. And where's the, right here. It is. So the price to book ratio, as you can see, is always pretty pricey. It's always above 1. It's never below 1. In 2022, which is when I started my position, I think it was 2022, 2023, it was at a 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Then it went up, in 2025 to a 1.8 price to book ratio. As a financial company, that's pretty pricey. But this company is still performing very well, still pay the dividend, and their fundamentals are still looking good. Right now, it went down as of recently to a 1.7. They had good earnings also in Main Street Capital. So that's why I'm just thinking about dripping it. In the last 5 years, you can see I started buying, I think it was somewhere here, in 2022, 2023, somewhere here, I think it was. And then it just started going up in share price. So, and it hasn't been back since. So I think I just gotta start dripping it and just growing the position. I put $10 in it. I want to put a few more every week. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Dividend yields at 7.6%. So yeah. Let me see. Been buying SCHG and SCHD hand over fist last 2 months. Also been buying GPIQ heavy. Nice. Good moves there, Jeff. I've also been buying SCHG. Let me take a look at SCHG because I have a little bit of cash in my Roth IRA, which I'm trying to build up a cash position so I can add, like I told you guys, VGT. I kind of want to add VGT, but I also don't mind growing this SCHG position. Look at it. It's down 1.1% in the overnight hours. So maybe I'll spend some of that cash that I have there in SCHG. To be honest, you know, some nice gains. Some nice gains from SCHG in the next 20 years. Look at this. Since inception, I think it was in 2010. So that's in the last 16 years, 836% gains from SCHG. So wouldn't mind, seeing that kind of growth in my shares in the future, especially my Roth. Because then after that, those gains, I'm going to take them, I'm going to sell them, and I'm going to buy something higher yield. In the future, I don't want to like sell all my assets. I want to hold some that pay me dividends. So good pick right here, Jeff. Good pick. Not financial advice, but good pick. I also like that GPIQ, since Casey mentioned that in the chat. Hope you had a nice trip to PR. Yes, I did, Jeff. I had a great time. I wish I could go back, next week. It was nice and warm. I came back to like 30 degrees and I was there. It was like 80 degrees. I showed some pictures too of a few things that I did. But I showed it on the last stream. But yeah, I definitely had a great time. I need to earn more money. I need to earn more capital so I can, take a few more trips. 1190 from Jeff. 1190. 1190. So that's okay. Jeff, do you want me to update it to 2000? You're 76.7% of the way there. Jeff, to your goal of SCHD by the end of this year. We're gonna see where everybody is at the end of the year. Where everybody's going to be at the end of the year with SCHD and their goals. So that looks good. That looks good right there. That looks really good. But I do have to make a video because some of the people in here, they don't do the live stream. They do watch the videos though, so, and they comment in the videos. So I got to make a video. I just haven't had time. It's not that I'm procrastinating. And I think I might do a live stream tomorrow, depending where the market is at. And also, do you guys like the thumbnail that I made today? Let me know there in the chat. What do you guys think? Was that a good thumbnail, or what do you guys think? And then I'm going to tell you how did I make it. I'm going to tell you. Let me know, Jeff, if you want me to update it to 2000. To be honest, I sometimes change what I do monthly. If you're reinvesting those dividends back into the portfolio, that's still good. Yeah, I always do. So the way I did it, Casey, is I stopped the drip so I can just reinvest it into some of my holdings that are much smaller, so I can then go ahead, like whenever there's an opportunity though, not just buy like crazy. If there's an opportunity, share price is down, valuations are better in the stock, then I can buy some more, with those dividends. That's pretty much what I started doing. The good thing with Fidelity is that I can turn on the drip in some holdings and turn off in others. That's the plus with Fidelity, that it allows you to do that. Hey, what's up, Lawrence? How's everything? I pulled the trigger last week and converted my NVIDIA and AMD into SMH to cover the semiconductor space. Wow. Nice, Danny. Nice move. Wow. Nice move. And I think NVIDIA, was it down just now? NVDA, let me see. No, it's pretty flat now. But it was down even more in the overnight. But you can see it's pretty flat. Let me see. I'm going to make a SCHD goal just to stay away from stock and directing my cash into an ETF. I've been buying good companies with great earnings, and the stocks keep going down at 750 to my goal. All right, Thrill. Let me see. Where you at? Where you at, Thrill? Hold on. I had you right up here. Oh, right here. The Thrill. Hold on. So you're gonna sell your position? You started at 2,000 shares. I'm going to make SHD go just to stay away from stock and directing my cash into an ETF. Okay, okay. Now let me see, Lawrence. I'm now at 92 shares. Nice, Lawrence. 92 shares. Nice, nice. M 771 shares of SCHD for me. You are right up here. 771. Yes, please update my SCHD goal to 2,000 shares. Wow. Jeff, I'm gonna, gonna hold you accountable, man. 2,000 shares. Wow. That brings you to only 59.5% progress, from there. Let me see. Dragon. I think this is the first time I've seen you here in the chat. I don't think I have you here. Yeah, I don't think I have you here. But 356 shares in SCHD. Nice. Nice. Are you subscribed to the channel though? Because I've never seen you here. All right, I'll put you down right here and hoping that you do continue to show up. Okay. Let's see. Dragon. Let's see. If you don't show up anymore, then might have to remove you from the list. Because I didn't want to add anybody else for the remaining of the year. But you have January to join the list. So January 2027. But I'm gonna add you there just to see if you are active there in the chat. And yes, I subbed. This is my first time chatting. Oh, okay, okay. All right, sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah. All right, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, there are people that don't comment but watch the video. Like I get a lot of I get some views. I get a couple hundred views on every video. Not everybody comments in the chat, which is understandable. It's not, but yeah. I'll get there. Nice, Jeff. I like your positive attitude. Come on. Alex is definitely one that has been bullish. Alex had a situation and had to sell the SCHD position. So I had to build it up once again. But let me go back to my portfolio. Or is there anything else that you guys want to take a look at? Oh, I also wanted to show you guys, any of you guys that hold Vanguard's ETFs, Vanguard ETFs, let me know there in the chat, because they announced something good in they announced some news, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm trying to get to 400 shares by the end of the year. I have 140 right now, David. Nice, David. I think I have you here, right, David? No? Oh, I don't have you here either. But I've seen you there in the chat, no? Oh, yeah, you're down here. Sorry. You were the last one, actually, that I added. 140. And yes, I have your goal, actually, right here, David. 400. So you're 35% of the way there. 35% of the way. Let me see, KC. Can you buy one share of both main and O? $117 total every month. If I only buy both main and O with a monthly check, it increases their dividend by $2.50 a month. Nice. Nice. Okay. I hold mostly Vanguard ETFs. Yeah, I'm going to show you right now, Em. I'm going to show you. Anybody else that hold any Vanguards, because I'm gonna show you guys the news. The Thrill, Jay, I didn't have a SHD goal, so make it 3,200. Oh, so 3,200 you want to be, Thrill. Not 750. 3,200. All right. Yeah. You were at 24.45. So 76% of the way there. VFIAX is 100% of my 401k. Nice. Nice, Danny. A whole VOO from Jeff. Oh, thrill. You own VUG, VGT, VYM. You're going to get benefited from this. So let me show you guys real quick. So Vanguard to deliver more than $500 million in expected savings to investors since 2025. So what they're going to do is they're going to cut the expense ratios on their ETFs. That is the new news that I saw. And I have the list right here. So as you can see, I didn't see VOO though. I didn't see VOO. But if you see VIG, I don't know if any of you guys hold any VIG, but it went from an expense ratio of 0.05% to 0.04%. You also have like this bond index fund right here, VGIVX, from 0.13% to 0.08%. So you guys are going to be paying less. VUG, which is this one right here, Thrill, you're going to go down from 0.04% to 0.03%. So this is a very nice move right here from Vanguard. Look at this one, VYM. This is going to make it more competitive for with SCHD, because it went from 0.06%, which is the same expense ratio as SCHD, to 0.04%. You know, so that's definitely great right there for any VYM holder. BND, VBR, VTI, and VXUS, VBIL for when I want cash. Nice, nice. VGT, let me see. I think VGT was also here. I think, let me see. I think VGT was here too. Let me see if it is. Oh, no. No, I don't see it. But I thought I did. Let me see. Let me go up a little bit more. VV, large cap. But this VYM one, it looks great. VUG also. That one looks great. That's a very popular one. Oh, no, I don't see VGT. I don't see VGT. But I think there was somebody there in the chat that I think invest in this one, which is MGK, and he's going from a 0.07% to 0.05%. That's going to be the new expense ratio on that. Let me see, VFAIX. Let me see if that one is here. VFTAX is here. Let me see. But yeah, this is the new list. It's on their website, so you can take a look at it. But some of the popular ones in VUG, VYM, VIG, going down in expense ratio. Let me see, VTV. Let me see if that one was here also. EK. No, I don't see that one either. I don't see that one, but there's a lot of them that are looking good. Nice from Danny. Yes. 0.06% short-term treasuries. Nice. Good. Great news. Thanks for the heads up. Yep. I saw that. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just show it in the live stream. I saw it earlier on X, and then I had to look it up. Jay, don't look at expense ratios on closed-end funds. You'll have a heart attack. Yeah. I think in my 401k, I think I had some percentage in a closed-end fund or something like that. I think it was in my 401k. And I changed everything, you know, and I changed it to S&P 500, and he has been performing very well. I don't think I caught any of the Vanguard reductions. Yeah. Probably not, but you never know. You never know. Let me see. Let's see if at least one of those you have. But many of these, though, many of these are good. You know, small cap ETFs. As you can see, value ETFs, VTV. That's another one that a lot of people invest in. I see it a lot out there. Went from 0.04% to 0.03%. The thrill VYM to zero. Yeah, that one is a big one. I honestly, that was the first one that I looked into, and I used to hold VYM. I know that this is more, you know, this is very significant when you have a lot of money invested in these ETFs, you know, but it's still good. It's still good, you know, still good. You know, why not? Any percentage that you don't need to pay counts, you know. Any percentage that you can save. Hey Anders, what's up, Anders? What's going on? You know, we were mentioning you earlier. Hope everything is okay. I'm sure you were probably working, doing some coding. VXUS needs 0.03%. Is that one here? Let me see. VXUS. Let me see on the list. I don't see it here. No, I don't see it here. I don't see it here. But I think one of the big ones was that VYM from 0.06 to 0.04. 0.04, sorry. I got one. Nice, nice. That's good. That's good. But yeah, this was some great news right here for any Vanguard shareholders. And I told my well, VOO is not here. VOO is not here. And VGT is not here either. But look at this MGK though, you know. That looks good. Mega Cap ETF MGC. That's another one. Went from 0.07% to 0.05%. Mega Cap Value. Look at this one too. A lot of them went down a lot. And there's welcome. Nice. And there's no, just trying to figure out my taxes, but forms from one company won't be done until the 17th. Oh, wow. So you got to wait a little bit more. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. It's tax season right now. I can't believe they sorted the list by fund name instead of by ticker. Yeah, they should have done by ticker. Yeah, they should have done by ticker. But yeah, high dividend yield ETF. I don't know. Some of those looking good, are looking really, really good. But yeah, just wanted to share those news with you guys. We just do that, exit out since I already mentioned it. Let me show you my full portfolio real quick too. In my Netflix position, I'm already up 15.9%, almost 16%. I got $100 something in gains. I only have $900 something invested in it. That's what I wanted to start with the 12 shares, but you know, wish I had more capital and invested some more on Netflix though. I like Netflix. Especially for the long term. I'm down big in Bitcoin. 31.9%. Wow. 31.9%. Main Street Capital, as you can see right here, this is why I want to invest in it. Only 18 shares. I only have $700 invested in Main Street Capital, 42.4%. Let me see. Is VFAIX on there? I think I have them in an inherited account. Let me take a look. I didn't VFAIX. Let me see. Taking a look at it right now and see if it's here. I don't see it. No, I don't see it here. No. I see VFTAX, VFTNX, But in VF, SNX, but not that one though. Casey. Yeah, not that one. But yeah, but on Main Street Capital, man, 42.4%. I'm up. Yeah, I'm gonna need to bring up my cost per share, which is it's at $39. My cost per share, $39. You can tell I bought it a long time ago. Visa, I'm up 9%. That's my buy right now. My cost per share is up already to $291. Vici Properties, I haven't bought anymore, but it's at $30 right now in share price. I'm okay. I bought quite a few shares. Build it up to 63 shares. What is your goal with Maine? To buy as many shares as possible. But I would love to get to like right now, I would like to get to at least 30 shares of Main Street Capital. Between 30 and 40 shares. That's my next goal. Let's just say. And then go from there. And then hopefully I can continue. Main Street Capital and Realty Income are two that I want to hold long term. I know businesses are not guaranteed, right? And things can happen in the future, but I would love to hold those two forever if I could. That's really my plan, Tim, to hold them forever. But and hoping that nothing changes, with the business. What I like about Realty Income is that it continues to invest internationally, continue to buy more and more properties and all that. So that's what I like. But I would like to get to 30 shares. Let's just say that's my next goal. So let me see. I'm going to start throwing $10 here and there. Hopefully, if it goes under $50, I'm okay with paying the premium and making larger purchases. If it goes under $50. Your goal of 30 shares requires $681 invested at current share price. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. If I sell my Coca-Cola position, I can put that in there. Got 38% in gains. Yeah. Now that you say it like that, it looks much more doable. It looks much more doable. I think my goal is too small for Main Street Capital. But as of right now, that's what I would like to start with 30 shares on Main Street Capital. Let me see. Procter and Gamble, I'm up 13.6%. Amazon, I'm up 4% only. And this has been the one that I've been buying as of lately. I deposited $50 this week and I put all $50 into Amazon. That was my move this week. I just really like Amazon long term. I like their business model. Everything is going to be, or people are just going to continue to order through Amazon and websites like that because it's so much easier, much more convenient. You could go to work while you're at work on your break time. You could go ahead and order the stuff that you need for the next day, and get free delivery. That's the crazy part. You don't even need to drive to a store. So I don't know. I think Amazon, very convenient. And another stock that I'm looking into, which it has the same business model as Amazon, and I know some of you guys know already, is Meli, Mercado Libre, which is the Amazon of the South America, So it has been selling off as of lately. Let me take a quick look at the after hours on Meli. This is the stock right here. And it's selling off even a little bit more. It's down 1.43%. But you can see that in the last 6 months, it's down 27.1%. And I really like this one. They still have strong growth in revenue and user metrics, though. And they're, investors are still concerned about Mercado Libre, but I like it. I like it a lot. PE ratio right now is at 44. Hold on, I have it on my PE ratio list. I have it right here. So yeah, at 44. So it's gonna be down even more. The PE, the forward PE is at 28 based on the forecast. So yeah, I like this company so far. They only have two segments, which is fintech and oh man, I lost the word. I lost the gonna have to look at it right here because I can't find it in my head. I cannot find it in my head. I don't know why. Let me see the revenue. So it's fintech and e-commerce. See, that's the that's the word that I was looking for. E-commerce. So yeah, that's what I like about it. Very simple. I think their e-commerce is gonna continue accelerating the way it is right now, and especially in South America. So, and their fintech have also been growing very well. They also been their ad revenue also has been growing, so which is a positive. 30 shares of Maine will pay $93 annually, not including special dividends. Wow. And I gotta boost it up. My goal of Main Street Capital. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna turn on the drip in Main Street Capital and just start letting it drip. That's what I think I'm gonna do to grow my position even more. If it takes a significant dip, no, it's just I don't want to sell any of my other positions as of right now. I gotta do my due diligence on Pfizer and see if I'm going to sell it or not. That's what I gotta do with Pfizer though. What else was it that I wanted to show you guys today? Let me see. 1,330 subscribers. Nice. We continue to grow. 23 likes, 25 of you guys there. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Let me see. Let me just hit this one more time. Let me know there in the chat if you guys want to take a look at any other stocks though. You guys can tell me. Just go ahead and comment in the comment section. Comment in the chat. 38% SCHD. So it's looking like I'm going to buy another share of SCHD tomorrow. Main Street Capital 28%. Meta 23%. So wow. I really thought Meta was going to come in a close second or was going to win over SCHD, to be honest with you. I really thought it was. But yeah. Let me see. What else? What else do I have here in my topics? I already spoke about this. The war in Iran, which I'm going to take a look at X, Twitter, after after we end the stream. Lenders and Southeast Asia Philippine company is like Costco, but it's not publicly traded. They will be an interesting stock to try if they went public. Let me take a look at that in already. I showed you already the Vanguard, so let me just change it from here. Lenders. Asia. Lander stores. Let me put Lander stores. Philippines, right? Let me see. Landers Superstore. Let me see what this is real quick. See what this is. Landers. Oh, wow. All right. So this is what Landers is. And you can see Landers apply for membership. If they have a lot of products though. Yeah, all these products. Peanut butter. Have grills and everything. Let me see. And there's help our stores. Contact us. I don't have investors. Oh no, yeah, because this is not public. What am I thinking? But yeah, look at this. Chicken, beef, Doritos, Kit Kat, Pringles. They even sell colognes. Spam. I made some rice with spam the other day. Came out pretty good. Came out pretty good. They also sell phones and everything. Hmm. Interesting, Casey. Interesting. I think they might have some stores in the US. In Landers? You think so? Okay. Can I use store locator? Let me take a look at the store locator. Only showing the ones in over there. Yeah, they're not showing anything like over here in the US. Yeah, no. No, they don't have any stores over here. Stay away from Owl. Oh, Blue Owl Capital? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna add that one. I'm okay with the ones that I have right now. This one is in the financial sector. Where the share price is at. Wow, it's down 51.5% in the last year. Wow. But their price target is there's an upside for of 77%. Let me see. Let me take a look at the price to book real quick. Oh wow, it's at a 3.1. Wow, it's pretty pricey. Very pricey. Very, very pricey. Let me see. There's revenue growth, but very slow. I don't have. Hmm. Yeah, it's pretty pricey from what I see. The free cash flow per share is at 23 cents. They're diluting the shareholder like crazy. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Let me see the dividend. Wow, payout ratio 800%. Crazy. Hmm. Yeah, I will just stay away from it. Thank you, Boogie. Thank you. Looking to start a position in Google, man. I added a lot of Amazon, Meta, Microsoft last 2 weeks. Nice. Yeah, I'm waiting on Google to go down some more in share price. Right now it's at a 26 forward PE. It's just, you know what, Danny? I cannot anchor to the low PE that I was paying at before, which the forward PE was like a 17, somewhere around there. Share price, valuations were pretty cheap then, about a year ago. But right now, it's still at a 26 forward PE, 28 PE ratio. If it continues to go down under under $300, I think that will start looking attractive under $300. What's the share price that you're looking at, Danny? Which share price in Google? I would love to also build up my Google position some more. Even though I'm still in the building process with my Amazon. Honestly, look at this. The Amazon forward PE is at 25.7. So Google forward PE is not that far from there. It's at a 26.9. So if I'm paying this much for Amazon, maybe I should be okay with paying this much for Google. But I think I like it under 300 though, Danny. I like it under 300. If it goes back down under 300, I think I'll be okay with bringing on my costs. Hold on. My cost per share is at $165, which it will be crazy to bring it up, but I would love to grow my position even more on Google. Really, I didn't know that. Hmm. Oh, they are so close to a Costco. They even carry Kirkland products. Oh, that's cool. Didn't know that. VG announces earnings tomorrow. Not a bad time for an energy company. LOL. Yeah. Yeah, not a bad time. VG, let me see. Venture Global. Let me see. Dividend is very small, so I'm sure. Yeah, the payout ratio is very small, 8.5%. Let me see. PE is at 12.3. This is what? Oil and gas stream. Let me see. In the last 6 months, it's down 24%, but in the last 3 months, it's been recovering 35 and 0.9. But there might still be some undervaluation right here, depending. IPO date was recently, actually, like a little bit over a year ago. Not much, not long ago. Get the financials real quick. Revenue growing, which is a positive 3.3 billion. Let me see. Operating income also. Shares at 2.4 billion shares. Let me see their earnings per share. No, it's not showing. Free cash flow is in the negative. Not a good sign. Not a good sign in the free cash flow per share. Let me see. Gross margin is at 50%. Operating margin at 39. Profit margin only at 12. Free cash flow margin. But might get into the positive soon. So the P ratio has been going down as of lately. So yeah, it might be a good time to add this one. But I don't know much about it, so I can't give an opinion on it. Really. I don't know much about it. Let me see what else. What else was it? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. I don't think I have any more topics unless you guys want to talk about anything else. Just let me know there in the chat. I pretty much spoke about a lot of things. The war, crude oil. We can take a look at the crude oil once again. We take a look at the just refresh this real quick. Let's see what the S&P futures is at right now. And you can see it has recovered. It's still down 0.67%, but not that much. The Dow 0.69%. It was down like 1.2%. The market, it was down big. Nasdaq is also down only 0.68%. Let me take a look at Palantir again. This is one, it's up only 3% now. Not much. Much. Let me see crude oil. Where is that? Right. Commodities. Where's commodities? Well, the price of crude oil is going down again. Look at this. It went from like $72 to now $69. So I don't know. This was like an Uno reverse card. Poop. Nope. Crude oil going up? Yeah, right. Later on in the day, they just went ahead and started going down in price. So, it's been selling off so far. So let's see where it goes. Silver also, look at this. It's now down. It was in the green. At $95, 96. Now it's at 93. So, yeah. Let me see. They did 4 years ago anyways. I believe the guy that started it or helped started Costco. Nice. So I remember Ryan saying he went to a Landers or even has a Z. Landers shirt. My X has been going off as of lately. Keep getting my phone keeps on vibrating. Okay, guess I'm wrong. Maybe it's a different lenders. LMT is going bonkers. Yeah. We looked at it earlier, Thrill. And LMT is up overnight 6.5%. I think it was up a little bit more. But yeah. LMT definitely on the upside. Korean cardboard BDCs have been getting destroyed with rate cuts the past year and recent talk. I'm even down 6.5% on Main. Arguably the strongest BDC. Yeah, I do like Main Street Capital, but I think long term it's gonna be okay. If someone handed you 10K of cash and told you that you could buy one stock or ETF, what would you buy? I want to hear the chat answer. So ETF, of course, I'm gonna go with SCHD, but one stock that I will buy 10K of cash right now. It has to be from my portfolio. Tim, it has to be from my portfolio. I will probably go with at current valuations, and the best deal right now in my portfolio, I think, is Meta. I think that's the best deal right now in my portfolio. Meta. But if we go with like my strongest conviction, man, I'm in between Google and Amazon. I don't know which one I would choose. 10K right now. I'm in between Google and Amazon. I will most likely go with Google, having 10K on hand. Boom, I might go with Google. I think I might go with Google with 10K on hand. Danny, I missed Google last year. I don't mind adding Google at current prices. Few years from now, we will look back and wish we added more at 305. Time will tell. Yeah, I agree with that. Danny, I'm with you on that one, Danny. Honestly, I'm with you on that one. Still at a, pretty nice PE. I don't know what's the average in the last 5 years. The forward PE. Let me take a quick look. Of course, you don't only look at that, I like to look at that, but you can see that, yeah. Last year it was at a 17 PE, forward PE. Before that, it was in 2022. 29, 26. Yeah, if it goes down some more, I would love it. But right now, it's like in the last 5 years, right now is the priciest, as you can see. It's at a 28.8 PE ratio in the last 5 years. But you can see that last year was like a 17, 18 PE ratio. So it was pretty good. I was buying then. I don't think you were, Danny, I don't think you were subscribed to the channel yet, but I was buying it and I was sharing it. Every, the same way I did with Netflix. I was buying Netflix in the mid 80s. Now it is in the 90s. So, but yeah, it is pretty pricey right now. I'm going to wait until it goes under 90. Costco earnings is on Thursday. Yes. Actually, I should open up the earnings this week. Let's take a look. Thank you, Brandon, for bringing it up. Let me see if he loads up. Let me X this. Continue with Google. Come on. Oh my gosh, this thing, it is not working. Come on, Earnings Hub. For some reason, it's not working. Not showing. For some reason, Earnings Hub is not working for me. It's not working for me. Such a bummer. I wanted to take a look. I wanted to take a look at the but yeah, Costco is gonna be after closing hours on Thursday. It's gonna be Costco, but it's still pretty pricey, man. Have it right here. Look at this. Costco is still at a 54 PE ratio and a 48 forward PE. Pretty pricey, man. It's at $1,000, but I should have added Costco to my portfolio like years ago when I first started investing. Look at Walmart. It's at a 42 forward PE. So pretty pricey right there. That's why I'm adding Amazon. You know, it's much cheaper right now. It's much cheaper. Tim, if it was free money, I would consider Service now. I'm too deep into software, so I won't be adding a new stock. Throw, how about Zeta? This one. I see it a lot in and you follow these stocks more than I do. I haven't looked into it, but this one I see it a lot. Ticker symbol ZETA. This one right here. Let's take a quick look at the financials. If you see, this is a company that is still growing, but it's at 394 million. The revenue growth, you can see that it was at 49% in 2024, but now at 25%. So they're still growing their revenue. Operating income is in the positive now. So I think that's why it's becoming very popular. And let me see the shares outstanding. Yeah, they're still diluting the shareholder, but this is a company that is still in the growing process right now. I think I'm going to look into this one next. It's calling my attention a little bit. So yeah. Let me know there, Thrill, if you're following that one. Thrill, I'm not familiar with that stock. I have to look it up. ETF, I will buy SMH and stock Google. Yeah, SMH in the semiconductor sector. Yeah. It makes sense. Look at this. In the last year, it's up 66.6%. In the last 5 years, it's up 237%. Yeah. Expense ratio is at 0.35%. Since inception, you can see that the average annual returns has been 26% from SMH. But yeah, I like both of your picks, Danny. I go with QQQI, but that's just me. Oh, some nice income. That's a very popular one too. NEOS NASDAQ, you get 14.2% dividend yield. Since inception, the average annual return has been 18%. So yeah. Nice. Nice pick. Danny, those are great options. Can't go wrong there. Yeah, for sure. I'm feeling a little FOMO with SMH. Have thought of adding that, but haven't. Yeah. Hey, I understand the feeling, KC. 100%. I understand the feeling. You know, it's like me with Nvidia and some of those, you know, Palantir. Nvidia calls my attention a lot, you know, but I don't know. I don't know if I add it and then, you know, it just goes sideways. I don't know. I don't want to jump in just because everybody's jumping in and, you know, it's extremely popular out there. Look at this. In the last 5 years, 1,000% growth. Yeah, I know the feeling, KC, but I, you know, gotta be patient and have some, you know. I was all in ETF last year when Google was a steal. I shifted to individual stocks recently. Okay. Okay, Danny. Danny the thrill. I recently added 4K to CRM and Adobe. Wow, nice, nice. You know, what's the one thing that I know why investors are getting worried, you know, especially with Adobe, is because some of these AI models have been making it so much easier to do a thumbnail and things like that and edit a little bit more. Like mainly thumbnails, let's just say that. Because the thumbnail that I did today, you know, I'm hoping you guys liked it because I actually did it on Grok. I actually did it on Grok. You know, the thumbnail that I used for today's video. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. Wow, there's 26 of you guys there in the chat. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Let me see real quick. Let me see the videos real quick. No, live. I want to take a look at only, or maybe I could just open. But if you see right here, no, I want to open it up a little bit bigger though. But if you guys see the my thumbnail, which is this one right here, I thought it was pretty good, and I did it real quick. It only took me like 30 seconds to do it, but I did it in Grok, with the background. So I think I'm going to be doing that more often. I think that's why a lot of investors are getting nervous. Let me see. Danny, do you follow Brian BWB? Who's that? No, is it good to follow? All right. Nvidia just printed one of the best business quarters in the history of the world, and it's on a discount right now. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to, I don't know. I just feel like if I jump in, it's going to be out of FOMO, Casey, I think so. He knows lots about tech. I think you find them interesting. He did really well last year on his picks. Oh, nice. Who's that? Brian BWB. Who's that? I like to look at other streamers too and content creators. I think I've seen him. This guy. I think I've seen him. I haven't watched his videos in a while. I think I've seen him, but I'll take a look. Oh, business with Brian. Yeah, this is it. Business with Brian. Yeah, BWB. Let me just take a look at this. Ooh, gain another subscriber. 1,331. Nice. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. That's awesome. Yes. All right, cool. Let me see. What else? What else do I gotta do today? Yeah, we took a look at this market already. We have taken a look at quite a few things already. I don't know what else. And yeah. And now I'm doing my title is changing a little bit too. I put Sunday futures. I think I'm gonna use that title a little bit more often now. Sunday futures and market analysis. I think I'm gonna do that for Sunday's videos. And then I might do a live stream tomorrow. I'm still on the fence about it, but I'm still thinking about it. Let's just say. And let me see. Oh wow, we had 31 people at one point. 30 people. Nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. AC. I will look him up. Yeah. I just showed you who it is. Let me see. Yeah, Earnings Hub is not working for me. I don't know why. I'm gonna exit out. Danny, I own both of them. And being adding, but there is a limit to my total cost. Tim, has Kenview been merged with KMB yet? I haven't followed that up. That's a good question. I pretty much, once I sold it, which I sold it, what was it, at $17? You can see, look, it has recovered 11%. From what I see right here, no, it's still up. Still up. Kenview to cut 3.5% of workforce ahead of Kimberly-Clark deal. When is that gonna happen? Kenview beats quarterly estimates, announces job cuts amid Kimberly-Clark acquisition. That's probably going to happen. Let me look it up. You know what? The easiest way is go to Google. So AI mode. And when will KMB acquire Kenvue? And then in seconds, that's what I like about AI. Acquisition is expected to close in the second half of 2026. So they still have some more time, Tim. The transaction reached a major milestone on January 29 when shareholders from both companies voted to approve the merger. The deal is valued approximately $48.7 billion. Wow. Kenvue shareholders are set to receive $3.50 in cash plus 0.14625 shares of Kimberly-Clark common stock for each Kenvue share. Let me see. As of late February 2026, the companies have received U.S. regulatory clearance. So yeah, so those are the details right here. $3.50 per share plus 0.14625 shares of Kimberly-Clark. KC, yes, I really like his picks. Nice. That's good, Danny. That's good, Danny and KC. But yeah, this is the deal right there. All right. Let me see. What else do I have for you guys? I think that's pretty much it for me. That is pretty much it for me. But, the stream has been very good. 30 people, 27 likes. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Very, very important. And very, very active chat. And KC, I did remember to right away, as soon as I posted the link, to go to live chat and do live chat. So we can make sure that everybody was able to comment there in the chat. But yeah, any picks or any stocks that you guys are planning on getting this week? If the market does end up going down tomorrow, it looks like it's reversing in the overnight hours. So yeah, it's only down 0.69%, in the S&P. So which ones are going to be your picks though? Don't tell me, like stocks like that are up right now a lot, like LMT, Lockheed Martin or anything like that. This one is right now 6.5% up. But yeah, I'm gonna see which ones. I'm still keeping an eye on Visa. I'm still keeping an eye on Meta. It's another one. Based on valuation, this one is still cheap. Only down 1%. NVDA. Yeah, it's down not even 1%, so it's not even that much. If Nvidia drops to 160, I'm in. We'll sell Pepsi. I like that move. I think I will do it. I should do that with Coca-Cola. I like that move. How many shares can I get? If I sell my Coca-Cola right now, if it goes down to 160, that would be a big if though, Thrill. If it goes down to 160, that's $700. One thing that I was thinking about, especially in my dividend portfolio, and something that I've been doing, by adding Meta, I'm complementing SCHD, because SCHD doesn't hold any Meta. Some of these, like Visa also complements SCHD because it's not there. But like Coca-Cola is in SCHD, Johnson & Johnson also. So I kind of want to add more companies that are not in SCHD into the dividend portfolio. I still want to keep Vici Properties because I like it a lot. I like Vici Properties as a company. Realty Income, Main Street Capital also. You know, I like Procter and Gamble and Johnson and Johnson, but both of them are in SHD, if I'm not mistaken. S&P 500 does complement SHD, but you know, wouldn't mind adding something else that will complement SHD in this portfolio. From Danny J, I think I missed, but what are you buying tomorrow? So I have well, I'm gonna be buying whatever wins in today's uh let me just put the pool real quick because I posted a pool already. View my channel. Let me go to my post. And I'm gonna be buying this. The winner of the pick for the March weekly challenge. Well, so which is looking like SCHD. So I'm most likely gonna be buying another share of SCHD for the weekly challenge. I do have the YouTube money that I just transferred from my account into my brokerage account, which I've been doing. And pretty much what I do with the YouTube money is I buy more SCHD. So tomorrow I'm just going to be buying SCHD. I don't have much cash. I have $168 in this portfolio. So if I have any left over, I think I'm going to buy more Visa though. I would like to add more Main Street Capital, but I think I'm going to go with Visa as of right now. In the growth portfolio, I don't have any cash. In the growth portfolio, I have no cash. And I have Google. I have Amazon. I have some cash in my high yield savings account that if a good deal shows, I might transfer some. Not a lot, you know, but I might transfer some if a good deal shows up, you know. But I'm continuing to build my Amazon position. I think that's the one that I'm just very, very focused right now in my growth portfolio. Netflix already recovered. I'm up 15%. I like it in the 80s, low 80s. I'm not gonna be adding any in the 90s right now, as of right now. But yeah, it's gonna be SCHD and Visa pretty much tomorrow. Whatever I have left. Yeah, those are gonna be my buys for tomorrow, Danny. I don't have any cash in the growth, so also it will be 4.3 shares of Nvidia if I sell my Coca-Cola and I buy Nvidia. Do you guys think that would be a nice move? That will definitely complement SCHD. That will complement SCHD very well in my dividend portfolio. And Nvidia pays a dividend. Jay, that's the reason I bought into VYM, J&J, and JPM, and AVGO. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, JP Morgan Chase, you know, I like it, but I know banks are cyclical. And right now, banks have been taking a hit. I don't know if you guys seen, but hold on. But as of lately, banks have taken a hit, you know. I was actually talking about this before. But in the past months, banks in general are down 5.1%. As you can see right here in the screen. So as of lately, and yeah, pretty much there's a couple of things, you know. And, you know, one of them is the AI disruption fears also that concerns have surfaced that rapid AI adoption could lead to broad-based job losses, which will trigger consumer credit losses and defaults. I also shared this before, you know, one of the videos. The macroeconomic headwinds is just, you know, what's happening just now, you know, the geopolitical tensions in the Middle East and, you know, that are happening right now. Inflation and interest rate uncertainty also, as you can see, and then credit quality jitters. Yeah. I don't know why, but I can never resist doing math like ever. That's good, Tim. That's good. You know, that's good. That's a good skill. You know, that's good. All right, guys. I think this is gonna be it for me. There's now only 20 of you guys there in the chat. So yeah, we will see. Maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a live stream tomorrow. I don't know. It all depends on how the market is tomorrow. You know, if it's pretty flat, nothing exciting, then I won't get on a live stream, and I'll probably make, oh, I do have to make the dividend income, even though it's going to be very short video because it's not like I got paid many dividends this last month. The one for March is going to be great. The dividend income for the month of March video, that one is going to be great. You know, I can't wait. I can't wait for that SCHD dividend, to be honest with you. To get paid that dividend and drip it back into SCHD, I can't wait. I really, really can't wait. And then I need to do the dividend income for the month of February, which I have it already in my Google Slides. So I just need to make the video real quick. And then I also need to do a SCHD video for the spreadsheet. I also need to do an SCHD video for this spreadsheet right here. Because I know some people that are here, they don't watch the live stream. They just watch the videos consistently. Like for example, Tom right here. Tom usually watches the videos, and he's one of the active subscribers in the chat. Tom right here. There's a couple more, you know, that like, oh, Frank also. That's another one. Both of them are retired actually. Frank and Tom. Carlos also always active in the comment section. JL also, you know, you guys know JL. Pokemon also watches my videos. So yeah. Mario also, another one, always active. So I gotta make a video about this, about the SCHD community goal spreadsheet. And then I have to see what other topics I come up with. I've been coming up with topics, you know, take some screenshots and then show it right here. You know, this one was the one. This one was the screenshot that I put in today's video. This one right here. With the geopolitical issues that are happening right now, or the tension out there. But yeah, what else? Yeah, I think I'm gonna delete all these screenshots already. I'm gonna see what other new ones pop up. I'm gonna go on X right now. I'm actually gonna try to post like 1 or 2 posts, especially with Palantir. I think I'm gonna post something about that in the after hours. And let me see what else do I see out there on X, on Twitter, for sure. But yeah, I'm trying to become a little bit more active on X. I'm liking it a lot. I'm getting more used to it. I like Grok, honestly. I think I'm going to be making my thumbnails a little bit more on Grok. Because it was so easy. It was so easy. And I liked it. I liked it. I really liked it. You know, I know you have to prompt your own thing, you know, just write in there what is it that you want. But yeah, it was pretty easy. AI is definitely making it much, much easier to do a lot of things. But yeah. Oh, I forgot to post a link on X to just in case anybody wanted to hop in the live stream. I forgot to do that. But yeah. All right, everyone. I think this is gonna be it for today. I might hop on a live stream tomorrow around 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll let you guys know. You know, if I post a link, it's gonna be like around 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So X and Discord are 2 platforms I don't like. Oh, yeah. Which other platforms do you use, Tim, other than YouTube? I like YouTube too. I like YouTube. I'm getting more and more used to X though. Discord, I don't know anything about it. So I don't think I'm gonna do any Discord, to be honest with you. You never know. Maybe things change in the future, but I don't think I'm gonna do any Discord though. So yeah. So I might do the live stream tomorrow or make a video. I'm gonna see where I'm at. You know, hopefully I'm not too tired from work and I get here early. so I can do it. I could do one of the two. I'm gonna see maybe if some good topics pop up during the day. I might do that. If not, then there's gonna be a Wednesday night live stream. So just stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're new to the channel, um, don't forget to subscribe so you could join the live stream in the future. Got 28 likes. Nice. Thank you guys. I think that's the most I've gotten on a live stream. So thank you guys so much. Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Yeah, I use WhatsApp a lot. I use WhatsApp a lot. I use Facebook sometimes. Instagram, I barely use it. I barely use it. Barely use it. But yeah, I use WhatsApp a lot. I use Blue Sky. What is that? Before I leave. Let me see. Social media as it should be. Find your community among millions of users. Oh, what is this? Like an X? This right here? It looks like an X account. It looks like an X, right? It looks like Twitter. Is this like an everything though? Are many of you guys on this on Blue Sky? Don't say that a lot, Anders. Blue Sky is like Twitter. People migrated over there. Okay. Echo chamber of echo chambers. I didn't know about this. I honestly did not know about this. I created a LinkedIn profile and just laugh at the recruiters. Don't use it anymore. No, worse than X these days. My professional community is there. Yeah. I didn't know. I'd never seen that one before. Honestly, never seen that one before. How to use Blue Sky. Like, is there a lot of investors there or what? Like, this is why I moved to Blue Sky a week ago. Startup called Turn becomes the first private messenger that launches directly from Blue Sky's app. Are many of you guys on this on Blue Sky? It's good to be retired. Yeah. I wish I could be. As we head into 2026, we wanted to share a few predictions. I don't know. I'll have to look into this one, Anders. Maybe if I make a new account, would you be my first? I don't know if it's follower or subscriber or what, but you know, after last week, I might not be far behind. Oh man. But yeah, I didn't know there were these apps, honestly. Guess I'll download it and see what it is about. But yeah. Let me see. I initially used Twitter for baseball card hobby. I have an account with Blue Sky, but don't use it much. It's not as good, I'm guessing. I only see Anders using it. I do not use anything but YouTube for finance following. Okay, got it. Warning, retirement is boring, especially if you're stuck inside for 4 months due to cold winter. Oh wow, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because Tim is in Canada, so you know, maybe do like Anders. Anders, I think, is retiring in somewhere where there's a beach. And right, I think that's what you said, Anders. You're still looking at your options where you're gonna retire. You know, somewhere where there's good food and I think it was a beach or something like that. But yeah. See what else? I think this is gonna be it for me, guys. It's 10 o'clock already. 10 o'clock hit already. So yeah, anybody that is new, subscribe to the channel so you guys can join a later live stream and bring some stocks. You know, definitely bring some stocks that we can look into. We talked about this: Philippines, Cambodia, or Panama. Nice, nice. Um, but yeah, just just subscribe so you guys can join in the future. You know, be one of the first ones because you never know. Maybe the channel will take off soon, and you know, I'm gonna remember the usual suspects, right? You know, so join now before it's too late. Oh man, no, but you know, but I like doing these live streams. Honestly, I really do. All right, everyone, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Have patience tomorrow. Have patience with the stock market. Definitely, just really, really, you know, have patience. Don't panic sell, panic buy, FOMO buy, you know, anything like that. I want to buy a property, but I must wait a couple of years to grow the income higher. Sorry for all the caps. No worries, Tim. But yeah, so you know, I see that you guys are continuing to do the chat. You know, I can definitely leave the chat open if you want. You know, just leave it open and you know, I'll go take a quick shower, then come back and turn it off. But yeah. So yeah, so don't forget guys, subscribe, like, vote on the weekly challenge. Don't forget to vote on the weekly challenge so I can see what I'm gonna buy tomorrow. I think this is it. So as I always say, I hope you enjoyed this one and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Nice, Anders.